I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, check right. Watching your five. Hey, young D, it's just me and you.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He'll find Lindsay here. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's another Broncos first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Open man Handler, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Ravens nothing. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards on the ground.
1st down, Baltimore.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Ravens nothing. Now a handoff here to his running back.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Going back to Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On first down, it's Goodwin. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's the backup Mariota. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. They'll try the left side. Goodwin. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Man open. It's Goodwin. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Okay, Brady, I see
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On third down, it's Goodwin. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Winfield on the tackle.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Ravens.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 3rd.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Jackson will throw again. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Goodwin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, the 40. He's at the 30. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Broncos 14, Ravens 3. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Goodwin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Josh Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And some space here. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Ravens 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 55.
2nd down. Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10.
Love from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Operating from the gun. Love. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to Smith. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All day, every day.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Love. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Love. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in over the middle by Grant.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers,